cameras. Cut the
I did not drink the...
You know. I begin to.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe right now. So today I have a special guest.
Hey guys!
As you can see, this is my best friend Drusilla, better known as Drew. So we're just here to do a little best friend tag. We've been best friends for
long time.
how many years? I don't know. Well, first of all, we're gonna say cheers. Okay.
Okay.
All right, how we met? Why you look at me? Okay, so we met in college. We both went to Lincoln University of Pennsylvania, the first historically black college. The first historically black college to grant degrees to people of color. That's some history, period, for y'all.
Google us.
I
don't know.
No, but we met in school our freshman year, and we had a little Facebook chat. Remember that Facebook chat?
Yeah.
For Lincoln before we went, and I made friends with someone that she knew from high school.
Yeah.
Right. So I made friends with her in the chat. So we were cool. So she and I were hanging out or whatever, and she was like, you know, it's another girl that I went to school with that goes here. I'm like, oh really? And she's like, yeah, her name is Drew or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, yeah, but like she wasn't like talking shit, but she was just like, she's a grandma, like she don't like to go out, she don't really like to do nothing. And I'm just like, ew, I'm in college, we about to turn up, we're going to parties, so
Mad shady.
I'm just like, okay. I mean, she, like I said, she wasn't talking. She was just like,
She wasn't.
She was just like, you know, she's cool, but she's not about to be lit like how we're trying to be lit. So met Drew, I was like, oh, she's cool, like, you know, we can do, I guess, first impressions too. So I guess my first impression was kind of like a little biased based off of what I was told. And then lo and behold, the girl was right. She didn't want to go nowhere. Like I used to pull up to Drew's room. Let me tell y'all, when we go to parties, the girl would be in her room dressed down in an oversized t-shirt, baggy ass sweatpants, talking about, I just put my rollers in my hair. Like I can't go out, my hair's not gonna be set by the morning. I said, huh?
Okay, you done? All right, because she being real shady. All right, so she might be telling the truth a little bit. But like I had just really like went natural, like doing my own natural hair, and the only thing
Now
I knew
now you just went natural.
No, when I was in high school, I wore my hair curly a little bit, but my sister did my hair all the time. So like the only thing I knew how to do was flexi rods. Them things do not dry, so I needed to do my hair and make sure it dried for the next day. So that's why I didn't really go out as often.
We just got to college, y'all. There was parties everywhere. Like, what? Me and our other friend Treasure, if you watching this, comment in the comment section below, because you remember we used to be like, So after a while, there's only so many times I'm gonna invite you somewhere and you're gonna dump me, period. So after a while, we just stopped inviting her. We're like, should we? Nah, we not even gonna invite her. So we would just go out or whatever, and she'll probably see it like on Instagram or something, or we telling a story later at the cafe, and she like, what? This went on for a little while, and one day, Drew, she didn't want to hear that no more. So we in the cafe, and she's like, so I feel away. Y'all not inviting me nowhere. Like, what's up? And we like, yo, we invited you places, and you're dead not coming.
See,
so,
listen,
what?
hold on. No, because listen, they were being shady. They would like not invite me to places and stuff like that, but I would see them. I'm like, yo, I see you. Where y'all going? I lived in the same building as Treasure. She was down the hall. They'd be dressed up, everything.
Out.
They would have
Already.
Group chats without me.
Out on the town.
Like, but my thing is, it wasn't even like parties anymore. Like they would just go into somebody's dorm, don't invite me. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
So what's up? I gave her the ultimatum. I was like, nah, you gotta get this together. And she did, because she knew that, you know, I was a great friend and she needed me in her life.
She low-key begged us. I said, alright, I guess you could come.
You're gonna get
I guess.
No.
I I guess you can come.
You
Is
know
your
what?
hair done? Is your flexi rod set to dry?
You know, because the second semester, I learned some new. Pineapple. Hello. I learned how to do that. So you know, after that.
Okay.
Yes. But
Anyway,
then I
y'all.
could sleep on it.
So that's what it was. I was just like, I don't think it was that I didn't like you. I was just like, you're not fun. It's not that we didn't hang out. We would still go to the caf and do certain things, but she just didn't get invited to everything.
I'm not fun.
It was like select things where it was like, she's not gonna want to come.
I'm not fun
to this.
I'm mad fun, y'all.
When you have to tell people you're fine. What's the transition between like, I like her, like, you know what I'm saying, like she's cool, and like, nah, like that's my best friend. I think we had like a lot of the same interests. Like we were the same major, which we didn't even know till we started having classes together.
We used to watch YouTube channels. You remember the YouTube videos of the girls who used to grow their hair down to their butt? And
Oh, I'm gonna insert a picture of my hair freshman year. Let me tell you. If you haven't checked out my natural hair journey video, I'm gonna link it in the description box. Both of our hair was actually really short at the time.
I had the color in my hair.
Yeah,
was
her hair was
orange,
like
y'all.
orange. We're gonna insert a picture of that too somewhere on the screen. But yeah, so we started watching those. We used to watch movies together. We loved watching movies. I used to be on like 123 movies and all them little bootleg websites.
Seriously.
To find like the best movies to watch. So we would do that.
And we would spend all time together.
And we spent a lot of time together.
She dyed my hair for me. After that, I knew I couldn't get rid of her because
you're a user. Wait, you heard it here first. You're a user, so you couldn't get rid of me.
Honestly, she deserved it. She was so mean to me the first semester. So.
I wasn't mean to you. We just told y'all what happened.
She left
was
me out,
boring,
so-
and we just didn't invite her. That's not mean.
But second semester, I wasn't boring.
You probably were, bro.
So no, you just spend all your time with me.
I don't know. I don't know. How you just spend mad time with somebody, and you're just like, yeah, I'm gonna just keep you around.
Yep.
So I think that's really how that. We're gonna do 3 words to describe each other. Give me a second.
I could go.
You gonna go first already?
Yeah. I was thinking. All right. Loyal. Fierce. Oh, what was the third one? And outgoing. Yeah.
Outgoing sounds like social. Like I like people.
Bro, you don't like people.
I like people, but I be out.
You're the most social person that doesn't like people I've ever met. Like whenever we go back
That's
for homecoming, everybody thinks they're her friend, but she don't like nobody.
Stop! No, that's really shady. Yo, that's not true.
Listen, people be coming up to me like,
That's
Lay, oh my God. She be like, hey girl, oh hey, how you doing? I be looking at her like, you don't even know that girl name. She be like, I don't know.
Listen, who am I to not say what's up or to not give love when love is given to me, okay? Even if I don't know your name, damn it. My 3 words are selfless, kind, and is ride or die. Can that be like 1 word? Can that count?
Yeah, that
counts. I think it counts. I think selfless is probably the main one. I never met somebody that would really, other than like my mom or like, you know, your parents, that would really like give you their last, maybe not the last sip of wine. You know, that's everything else though. Everything else though, for real. So those are my 3, definitely. Most supportive moment.
That's a good one. I could go first. Well, number 1 supporter right here. Okay.
Period.
Like, I wouldn't have done half the stuff that I did at
I'm
Lincoln.
not that friend that you're gonna tell you want to do something or you have a goal to do something and you're not gonna do it. I'm so not that friend. Don't tell me, because we're doing it.
Yeah. So most supportive moment, like the number 1 that I knew like that she gonna be here forever, was when I ran for SGA secretary my senior year, well, my junior year. This girl was running for Miss Lincoln at the same time, and she was my campaign manager. She planned all of my events that we had, and she really showed out. She went to dorms, even without me. She was going up to these little freshmen like, so who you voting for? Hey, I live here.
I was going door to door. Everybody's dorm.
mind you, she was running for her own thing.
Yeah.
I doubted myself, like found myself like over here crying because we had to do a debate.
Yeah.
Sending me questions and
preparing in the room.
Preparing in the room. Yeah.
All
Got
that.
me ready for my photo shoot.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Everything. Listen.
Yeah.
She was the first person that hugged me after our induction. Like like she had her own campaign to run. Like it was simultaneous. Like it was.
That was fire.
It was.
Okay, I'll go. Supportive moments. Like Drew just said, I was running for a couple, like not a couple things. I was running for Miss Lincoln at the time at school. Super supportive for that. Unlike SGA, you have to do a pageant rather than like debates. So super supportive with that. I was involved in a lot of stuff on campus. I was doing Ziana Fashion Club. I don't think, for the first couple years. I didn't do it all 4 years, but every show, y'all, all you hear is this girl, yes, Leilani! Yes, I see you! Yes, like, seriously, front row too. Don't ever tell Drew that you need money for something. She will literally give you her last dollar. Okay. And not even ask you for that, like for real. I probably owe you some money, girl.
First of all, she's the one to be like, no, I don't want it. I would have to throw money at her and run out the room.
It's
like,
pride.
Here you go.
It's pride. Because the money will just appear in your bank account and you will not know how.
All right.
Or you'll find it in a purse like the next week and be like, yo, what? So yeah, support goes a long way. Definitely in this friendship, and in any friendship, you know, you have to support people that you love and help them with their insecurities. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was really another, I think, focal point in our relationship too. Like you running for SGA, that was the first time she ever stepped outside of her comfort zone, outside of herself, and did it. And it was hard. You know, we had a lot of hard conversations, a lot of like, I don't want to do this no more, or like, I didn't know this was gonna be that much work. Like, I didn't really sign up for this. You know, kind of thing.
A lot of tough love.
Yeah, a lot of tough love.
You won't do this.
Yeah, a lot of tough love. It's like, I know you want to do this, but it's fear. Yeah. Right? So.
Oh, by the way, I won.
And she did win. You know. She did. I said she did win. She did win. I ain't win. I got second place, but I'm still lit though.
You know,
bro, you all right?
I had to pour.
You drank the whole.
I did.
Oh my God.
I did not drink the.
With my little bit of liquor. Pour some in my glass right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
We can talk about pet peeves. She's got a lot of them.
I really do.
Y'all.
Do you have any?
She don't like nothing.
Not that much stuff bothers Drew, honestly. Like, only stuff that really bothers her is if you like mess with her friends. Like if you say anything negative or anything like about her best friends, like that's an issue.
Big issue.
Yeah, if you're ignorant about like Black Lives Matter issues and stuff like that, I mean that should be a pet peeve for everybody. Period. But yeah, especially for her. She's quick to give you a Black history fact from the back of her brain somewhere that nobody knows, like. For real. So that's really like I don't know. That's it. Yeah, you don't really get annoyed like I do. Like I be upset.
Like somebody's breathing. Get out of my face.
Why are you breathing so hard?
Please
like,
stop it now. But Lay, top 5. No, I'm kidding.
It's not more than. Is it more than 5?
So Lay hates when people chew with their mouth open.
Oh my God.
When I tell you, and sometimes, you know, when I'm hungry and, you know, or if I'm drunk and something tastes good, it might be a little smack in here that, she will go off real quick.
I really hate that. I don't know what, like, that sound, like, every time somebody just takes a bite, it's just her just. It's like my eye twitches. Like I hate to hear it. Hate to see it. Cut it
also, she hates when like people say stupid.
Really?
Yes.
Like what,
bro?
I
You see this face?
I mean, yes, but
if you watch her YouTube channel, you can see her facial expressions. She cannot hold that in. I'd be like, yo, Lay, chill. Why are you looking at her like that?
My face is very
She cannot
expressive.
hide that.
I
that
really
face.
try. Because I'm just like, if I don't say nothing, I feel like that's enough. Like, I'm not, you know, but I be judgy with my eyes sometimes.
Her eyes, eyebrows, just like this little thing.
First of all, are we still talking about pet peeves, or are we trying to get on me? Because I don't wait. Stay on topic.
She doesn't like when people mispronounce her name, which I feel like a lot of people should feel that way. But forget about it.
Boy, it's not even that.
Layla.
It's annoying, but the thing is, don't try to immediately give me a nickname. Like, oh, you got a nickname? Or no. It's the whole thing, baby. It's the whole thing. Try again. If you can't get it, I guess we cannot speak.
At all. She will not speak to you.
Sorry.
She would just walk away.
Yeah, so it's not even like the mispronunciation. It's fine, but it's just like not even willing to like try. Like,
Yeah. So now we could talk about lowest moments.
Yeah. So I guess what we're talking about like are the lowest moments in our friendship and what support looked like with that. So for me, I remember when I was in college, that was the first time I ever battled with anything mental health wise. So coming up on graduation senior year, I had a lot of anxiety just about the future, just about what was next, and I used to worry about that a lot. Didn't have a job lined up. Like we were in second semester at this point, so feelings of anxiety were really building up with me, and at a certain point I started suffering from like panic attacks, and I used to try to like hide. Like I used to hide in my room or the bathroom and or try to hide them from my boyfriend. I just wasn't in a place where I was accepting of like mental health issues because it was so new to me, and I think in a way I was very embarrassed by it for whatever reason. So I remember I was having this one panic attack and I was in the bathroom in our suite. We lived together in a suite senior year, and I was sitting on the floor and I was just like crying, and I was like, I don't even know what to do right now. So I called, literally Drew's door was right outside the bathroom door.
Outside the bathroom.
Like right outside, and I just called her. I had my phone and I just called. I was like, can you just come in the bathroom? And she was like, okay. That's another thing. She never asked any questions ever. Like ever. You'd be like, yo, can you grab like a shovel, some rope, some gasoline, and a lighter? And she'll be like, all right, let's go. Like, see?
We burying the body.
Yeah,
What's
she'll
up?
just be like, she would never ask any questions. And she came in there, I was like bawling out, crying, like mid panic attack, and she was just so like comforting. Like she just has that way about her, like without even saying anything, like so comforting. And I was just like, you know what, you know, it's okay. You know, just saying comforting things like it's okay. Maybe we should look at ways to seek help. You know, and I think in friendships, that's a really good thing to say, because a lot of the times we're not like trained mental health professionals. So outside of saying it's okay, outside of saying or trying to help the person and give them advice, like really introducing the topic of therapy, like in our friendship, and saying like maybe you should go. We had a therapist on campus. Be like, you know, maybe we should do that because this is something that you've been dealing with for a while now. So yeah, I think that was one of my lowest moments like in our friendship. And then, you know, evolving after that, like started going to therapy, you know, on campus and getting help with all these feelings that I was having. But she was like the first person that actually saw me like that I was able to open up to and really have like a healthy conversation about that. So super important in your friendships. You don't always have to be that person to give advice or to help and fix whatever the person's problem is. Like introducing that topic of like maybe you can get professional help, you know, is like super important. And yeah, like mental health in the Black community, that's like a stigma. Like therapy for white people.
Yeah,
like, therapy, yeah, I'm not crazy.
You know how many times I've heard that?
Yeah.
Like therapy's for everybody.
Yeah.
Period. My lowest moments really hit like post grad. Like that first year out, I was depressed. Like I literally didn't want to do anything. I felt useless because like we came off this high of being in school, and that's what schools will do to you, especially HBCUs. If you in leadership, people will like, oh my gosh, you're this, you're that, you have to be perfect, you have to do all this kind of stuff. So like I was used to that praise per se that we got, you know, always being smart. Like I've always gotten good grades, so it was kind of like I felt like I was disappointing people graduating and not having a job.
Yeah, after that I moved to DC.
Yeah, she left me.
I was living in DC for almost a year.
Yeah,
almost a year, and she was home. Yeah.
Yep, and I was home. So that was another thing. Like we were together for 4 years straight. Like barely like spending time. That was the most time we ever spent apart, and that was hard as well because it was just like we always had each other.
You don't have that support system with you. It's different.
Yeah.
A phone call is so different from being in person.
Yeah. She's in DC and I'm in New York, and she's just like, yo, you got this. And always
took a while, but you figured it out.
It took a while. When I tell you, if I didn't have my support system, if I didn't have Leilani, like I don't know where I would be because like a lot of times like I feel like people just don't see me, and I'm just like I'm the background person. Like I love being behind the scenes. I'm very supportive, but like that's different than like other people really seeing you for you. You know, and Leilani has always seen me.
Oh, like, you make me cry.
Like,
she loves to see her friends shine.
Yeah, like that's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like the number one thing that makes me happy, like, you know, to see people I love make it, to see them happy, like that's what makes me happy.
That's so true.
Leilani taught me, especially my senior year, junior year, like you have to find things to make yourself happy. And that's what I did, and it really changed how my thought process was. Yeah.
So I think both of our lowest moments involved like mental health in some way.
Yeah.
Because you were definitely depressed. There was no doubt about that.
Oh yeah.
There was no doubt. Lacked all sorts of motivation. Like just literally had no drive to do anything. Sad. Like upset with yourself.
Yeah. I
think you were trying to meet expectations that people had for you, and some that you had for yourself. Like how can I graduate with a 3.8 and I don't have a job, and I still like it was just like piling on for so long. But definitely. No. I almost cried. The next thing, I guess, or question, whatever, is like how we maintained a friendship for so long. I feel like communication, I guess, is key. I'm not someone who is always pressed to speak to my friends every single day. I'm not that friend. Like, I could not speak to somebody for like a week or a few weeks, and then we're back at it like we never left. Like, those are the type of friends that I have. If you need to speak to me every day and see me, or like, I don't like that. Don't be clingy, bro. Like, if we friends, you know what's up. We know our relationship. I don't have to see you all the time. I don't have to speak to you every day to validate a friendship. So I feel like for me, that's important. I don't have too many very, very close friends. And I think that's why, like, a lot of people don't understand that I'm not indebted to you. Like, I don't gotta talk to you every day. Oh, we're just cool. Yeah. Like, we already know what's up with each other. Like, yeah, no, seriously, we work.
And we put work into our friendship.
Yeah, a lot of the work went in when we were in college, honestly. So I think transitioning into adulthood was very seamless. Like, we didn't have any issues. Like I said before, we're both from New York, so we get to, you know, we see each other whenever we need to see each other. We go out.
And we lived together for 3 years.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like we knew how to act around each other and how to what each other pet peeves were and what the quirks were. So it was kind of like we knew how to be friends. A lot of people don't know how to be friends. Like, I know.
Hold up, that's a word though. It was very simple, right? But it's like a lot of people don't know how to be a friend. And like I said, people that don't understand, I don't really want to speak to you every day. You can't be friends with me. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to understand like who the person is and know when to back off, when to put pressure on them or lean into them or get, you know, so we really have to understand like the person. It's nothing that we really did to like ensure that like we're gonna be friends for a long time. Like it kind of just happened, and that's like a lot. Like all my close friendships are like that. I didn't have to work super hard to make it work because it was so seamless.
Right.
I'm not into that. Like we either click and we're best friends, or we can just be like,
that's literally how she.
Yeah, it's like if we don't click off rip, if I don't have that like vibe with you, we can be cool. Don't get me wrong, we can be very cool. We can be close. but that best friendship to me is like a different vibe altogether.
Right.
Like
I was an exception to the rule though, 'cause we were always cool, but then she found out that she couldn't live without me.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why you always trying to? Why you gotta go there? Like
Because like
always trying to make herself seem like, oh my god, she can't live without me. Like,
but no, seriously, like you just have to know the person, like, and accept them for who they are. People see the outside. They're like, oh my god, y'all best friend goals and all this kind of stuff. But like we put in work. Like whenever we do have issues, we talk about it.
yeah.
And
On the spot though. And
Yeah.
that's just my thing. I'm not a person to let issues like fester and stuff. I don't like catty stuff. Like I don't like little arguments about petty stuff. Like I don't know, a lot of like stuff that I see in a lot of other like, you know, female friendships or whatever.
She don't like drama.
I don't like. That's it.
she do not like drama.
That's it. That's really it. I'm so chill. Like I'm so chill. I like joking. I like laughing, having fun. Like I don't really like arguing back and forth and like all like that is draining to me. And if I have to do that, then we can't be a part of each other's lives. So yeah, like she said, knowing the person, putting in the work behind closed doors and not trying to make it seem to other people like we are these people that we're not. Like it is what it is. We're ourselves with each other. We're ourselves with each other when we're around other people. Like we're just super genuine, I think, with each other, and it just works. All right, guys. So this has been my best friend tag video. If you like this video, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LEILANI IMAN. Follow Drew on Instagram at
Drew the Right Thing.
Yeah. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.
Bye.
I begin